What's going on, everybody? I'm Shad. This is the Dollar Tree. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Yes, definitely shout out to all the new subscribers. Hey, timestamps are in the description, all right? YouTube algorithm is busting my chops about hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when we upload a new video. And yes, okay, we're going to knock out this today. Unfortunately, I didn't get the response that I was expecting or was looking forward to reveal the trade setup that I had in mind for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal that this video, and I'm also going to show you guys that I did go through with the buying the 4 coins for the 10K to 100K challenge that was brought up by a subscriber, RD Fit for You. Shout out to you once again. So let's start with the coins. So I'm going to flash some screenshots on the screen to show you guys that I did go ahead and purchase those coins, $100 each. That was the deal. I said, you know what? I was going to raise the bar and I was going to put $100 in each coin and see if that can go to $4,000 by the end of the bull cycle. Cool. So here we are. So in case you're new and this is your first time viewing this video, let's run the coins down. So number one, we got Kava. All right. So as you can see, I'm up pretty good on Kava, around 22%. It was up as high as 27% after I bought it. Put $100 in. It was up to $127 currently. You see it on the screen. It probably fluctuates depending on when I, took the screenshot. You know how crypto works. So Kava was number one. And to be honest with you, to this point, Kava has been performing the best out of all the coins so far. But then again, I went on ahead, I just jumped in. I didn't really get good entry and I didn't try to focus on good entry. But nonetheless, we're holding for the long haul, right? We're hodling. So, okay, that's number one, Kava. Number two, let's go to Band. All right, so I told you guys about Band. Band was $17 over the summer run up. I think Band went up something ridiculous like 35x, some craziness. It was like 50 cents or 25 cents or something like that, and went all the way to 17. Could you imagine going from 50 cents to $17 in like 4.5, 5 months on leverage? Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, you're a new person, okay? You are officially the Don Dada of your neighborhood if you pulled that off. Hey, if you know anybody who pulled off some craziness like that on Band, let me know in the comment section below. That's bananas, right? So, okay, so Band, as you can see, we're around breaking even right now with Band. Kava, like I said, is the best. Yes, Kava is the best performer right now. So, okay, number three, we got reserve rights. All right, reserve rights, something that a lot of people aren't aware of. Same thing, we're around breaking even with reserve rights. But you know what? Let me flash the reserve rights chart up here for you guys because I want to show you guys how well it has performed, even throughout this little downturn that we've had for the altcoins after this summer run up. It has been going pretty well for this coin, so I'm feeling very confident in reserve rights. All right, so let's see what we can get out of reserve rights. And last but not least, before we go there, let's run them back. All right, just in case you swiping through the video. We got number one Kava, biggest gainer so far. We got number two Band. I expect huge things out of Band, no question going forward. Particularly because of the project. I mean, you guys can look it up for the project or whatever. This video is not going to be about that. And then number three, we got reserve rights. All right, you can also look up that project as well. Pretty good project. And then last but not least, what we got? Zilliqa. All right, Zilliqa is number 4, and actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna hold you guys. Zilliqa was the trade setup, all right? That's right, Zilliqa was the 4th and final trade setup. So I don't have a screenshot actually for me getting in Zilliqa because I'm already gonna expose that to you guys. I've already exposed it. There it is, Zilliqa, you got it. It broke out. So since we're talking about it, let me run you guys through the trade setup for Zilliqa. All right, you know how we do. Starting off with the weekly, I drew this originally as a symmetrical triangle, and as the price action started to go on and continue forward, it ended up being this descending falling wedge, and as you can see, it broke out, and it broke out pretty strong. The target for this move is up at around 2.5 cents, 2.7 cents if you either want to do candle body or up to the top of the wick. It's actually a little bit higher. So to figure this out, let's go down to the daily. Now on the daily, the first thing you're going to realize is this chart is actually stiff when it comes to in regards to candles. And the reason for this is because of the exchange. Now, if you want the most amount of information on this chart, you will have to go to the BTC pair through TradingView, which I have done, and I have charted it on there. But let's stick to this for right now in the event that we move over there, because I will tell you why this is, in my opinion, such a great setup, and I really tried to back that opinion up with technical analysis. So right here on the daily, I've drawn two targets, candle body and at the top of the wick. So at the top of the wick, you've got 2.8, you've got 2.8 cents, and then at the candle body, you've got 2.65 cents. Now in this falling structure that you can see right here, it struggled to break out of it, and I had to redraw this thing at least 3 times before the price action finally broke out and away from this area. And you can actually draw the little breakout area as an ascending triangle that it just recently broke out after retesting. It broke out, retest, and then of course right now breaking out again with the rest of this market. So let's take a closer look to this breakout down on the 12-hour. All right, on the 12-hour, you can even see that it came back down into the structure that I've drawn. And listen, at that point, I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, I have the stop loss. Is this going to be a failed? It was a false breakout first, came back in, but of course, the price recovered with the rest of the market, which is good, and started to make its way on the way up, out, and away from the structure. Now, what I'm looking at is pattern formation, but ultimately completing the move up to one or both of those targets. You know, depending on how you want to pull your fib levels or whatever the case may be. So let's go down to the 12-hour now. Excuse me, I mean 8-hour. So on the 8-hour, I actually decided to draw what I was talking about to show you guys where the price, once it broke away from the larger structure, it created a smaller structure that it eventually broke out and away from. Listen, this setup has some price struggles, but nonetheless, entry. When I started talking about this trade setup, I'm going to show you exactly where it was when I first started mentioning it. I'm gonna put a circle here on the chart for you guys. So yeah, this is where the price action was, and I drew it as, man, this could break out sooner rather than later, and it didn't. It actually came down, as you can see. The price actually came back down, and that's when I redrew the structure to as you see it right now. And then of course after that, it had this double bottom. Let me draw this double bottom. And after that double bottom, you had a bull pull, a bullish, a big move off this lower trend line, and boom, went all the way up, came back down into the structure, and then started creating a new structure, which you see it here that I've drawn. And at that point, I already knew, all right, once it bounced and I saw the wick and recovery, I said, yes, this is going to be a good big move. Now, I like to get in these things long term. Let's drop down to the 4-hour. When I get into some of these trades, I like to get in early. I like to see the opportunity way before everybody else. I'm talking about, I like to envision the potential price action and look for decent entry where I can get a good amount in at low prices. So once the big moves start to happen, my feet are kicked up on the table, and it doesn't matter what the price does. If it comes down 30-40%, I'm still up 100, 200, 300%. That's how I like to make my moves. I don't like to do price action trading. So I adjusted this this structure a little bit, so it looks a little bit better on a 4 hour, and looks a little bit cleaner. So this is what it is. I mean, again, I tried to give you guys this setup. I would have been updating and walking you guys through the setup if we would have gotten the 50 likes. But nonetheless, I firmly believe going forward, you guys are going to have more confidence in me, and I'm going to do my best not to fail you, all right? And have contingencies in place as though, you know, this is the thing. But things like this is definitely what I look forward to offering you guys on the Patreon, among other things that I already discussed. So here you go, 4 hour right here. The price is broken out and is on its way up. Let's see if this market remains bullish. Now let's talk price retreat. If the market suddenly decides to pull back, this is where I'm looking at doubling down at. I'm gonna draw a circle, or I'm gonna draw an oval rather. So, okay, still on the 4 hour, zoomed out. These are the two areas I'm looking at for major support to double down on this trade for the long haul. All right, so there you have it, guys. I mean, this might still be a free setup that I gave to you, because if the price comes back down and you see a hard, strong bounce off 1.5, not too far away from the left where you see that double bottom come into play, hey, all right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Subscribe to the channel. We're pleased to have you here. All right. Now, let's talk about where this price can go and why I like this setup more than others. Number one, the reason why I like this setup more than others, you know, just peace of mind. All right. It'll take its time until it eventually makes its strong move to the upside and then support. That strong move to the upside is the moment where I can kick my feet up at that point, because I've been in for a while now. All right, this is automatically going to be, you know, a trade for months down the line. Therefore, you know, substantial amounts need be invested. All right, so for me, or my opinion. Okay, now price targets for this, we're actually going to have to switch to the BTC pair on TradingView. Let's make that move. Now this is what I saw on the BTC pair for Zilliqa. Huge price targets, big. I'm talking about, you know, over time, you know, months in, you can see 200-300+% gains if these targets are reached where these lines are drawn. Of course, your first important target being the top of this this falling wedge that I've drawn. So you know, you had a very big run up first, you know, earlier this summer. And if this trend is to continue, man, Zilliqa's upside looks amazing. And this is what I wanted to share with you guys. This is still my favorite trade because it's more of a kickback for me and relax and just a low maintenance, and I can still manage other things along the way. So there you have it. That was the Zilliqa free trade setup that I was telling you guys. It looks good. It was looking amazing on the BTC pair chart. Still looks pretty good right now on the weekly, and it looks amazing on the USDT chart as well. So those are the 4 coins. Those are the setups. That's what's coming down the line right now. Kava, Band, Reserve Rights, and Zilliqa. All right. Appreciate everybody for watching. Here's the videos coming down the line. We're gonna talk about scam coins, man. A lot of people say, "Oh, that coin's a scam. This coin's a scam." I'm gonna give you my perspective on scam coins. All right, and we got cryptocurrencies to invest in as well. Part 2. So I'm gonna discuss that as well, among other things. And some price updates, of course. Some price update, trade and setup updates as well from previous videos on the channel. But you already know what to do. If you have a request, if anything you want to reach out to us about, let us know in the comment section. But it might be better to DM us on Instagram at the.dollar.tree. I'm Shy. This is the Dollar Tree, and I will see you guys in the next video.